Pain Point Coach. I'm with Maria Kompanowski. Maria, am I saying that correctly, or are you going to tell me off?
John, yes.
Could I be Polish in another life?
You can.
Right, okay, it's great. Now, Maria, I know, and we're here to tell a very, very interesting story about, because you've got a personal perspective on it, about how you feel about the way people are dealing with their problems. So I'll let you take on, Maria, and introduce your subject.
Yes, I feel that people are trying to run away from problems. And the reason why they are doing it is because they feel they are not confident enough. Basically, it's less painful for them to run away rather than take the pain and do something about it, act upon it. I've had several experiences in my life where I had to make a decision what is painful and what isn't, and make the choice. So from my observation of people and working with different people, talking to many, the fact that they might have a drink, or they smoke, or they go into drugs, or even people who go into depression, to me they are running away. They are running away from themselves as number one, and then they give an excuse for other reasons that they are doing it. And for instance, I've met a number of people who have had experience of abuse as a children, and many of them have gone into drugs, into prostitution, into alcohol abuse, and they are they've wrecked their life because they couldn't believe enough in themselves to build something, to change their life, to take action, and to be able to say, no, I've had an experience, that's it. I can change my life and make my life much better to the one that I've had so far.
This is for somebody, Marie, that's perhaps a little bit older, but when you're dealing with children, maybe with abusive parents or themselves, it's very hard for them to take control at such a young age. So there's a sort of time lapse here. You're talking about maybe as an older person.
I've had a personal experience as a child, where I myself was abused by a non-family person, and I had to deal with all of that trauma myself, because I come from the community where it is a taboo subject, abuse or violence against a member of family or children. At that time, this was a topic that nobody wanted to talk about, and nobody would believe it. So me, from age 3, when this happened, I had to bottle that in myself, and I could not bring myself to tell my parents or anyone else. And I have never had the thought of going into anything else but to education, to make things better for myself and achieve things, to be able to deal with the trauma that I've had at age 3.
Well, that's interesting, Marie. It is education, achieving things, and sort of trying to move your life on. Is that truly a panacea? Does that really make you feel better? Or how do you let go of the past and being able to move forward with confidence? Because I suppose really that's what it comes back down to.
I didn't know at the time, when I became a little bit older and as a teenager, and then for most of my adult life, I didn't know really how to deal with it until I actually started researching and looking at other people, how they are dealing with this. And I came to one simple conclusion, that as children, the first thing they need to do, they need to talk to somebody. They need to talk to a person they trust most. It can be a mother, father, or a member of a more distant family, or teacher if they are going to school. But the key thing for us when we are ready for it, when we are understanding the situation, is to forgive. Because forgiveness is a disease, unforgiveness is a disease. And we need to forgive ourselves, and we need to forgive the person or the people or the situation that has happened in our life. Because everything that we do is an experience, is a lesson for us. And unless we take the right education out of each situation, we will be able to move forward, and we will be able to achieve things that we are dreaming about. If we are not able to bring ourselves to forgive, we are actually making a huge dent in ourselves.
You're holding yourself back.
Absolutely.
So forgiveness is more of an aid to help you as an individual.
Definitely.
Not to sort of let somebody off the hook. It's about helping you move on.
Absolutely.
So that's a real big part of it. So being able to, as you said, talk to people and express yourself and understand that wasn't your fault, has enabled you to move on.
Yes.
Okay. Not to want to, because you can't undervalue it, but what I want to do is talk about the positive things that are happening in your life now, Maria. What does your life look like now?
My life for the last 10 years have been turned around completely, 360 degrees. I am finally doing what I have always wanted to do. I work with people, helping them to resolve issues, helping them to grow, and I do that through my coaching and networking events that I'm doing. I also work with a number of people like yourself, John, to help a bigger group of people, not just individuals, but groups of people at different ages, to show them that world is open for them. All they need to do is get up and take action.
That's great. It goes to show that regardless how traumatised, that there can be light at the end of the tunnel if you're willing to search for it. And in this particular instance, you're saying to yourself, it's that light that's giving you the ability to move forward in your life, and you're enjoying what you're doing.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Oh.
I would add to what you said is that the light is always there. All we need to do is we need to be willing to see that light.
That's interesting, yeah.
Because if we are not willing, then we are going to be caving back into our own shell, and eventually we'll see black and never get out of it.
Absolutely. So you've got a big hurdle, isn't it, about, especially after going through such a trauma, to being able to open yourself up. But you're talking from experience, and you're saying
Absolutely.
that's the only way in which to recapture and take responsibility for your own life and find enjoyment as you move forward.
Yes, definitely. Because sitting there and having a drink is only good for 5 minutes, or maybe a few hours when we go to sleep. But when we get up, it gets bigger. And the weight gets bigger and bigger until it topples us over. And you need to ask yourself a question. Do I really want to be toppled over? Or do I really want to leave? Because we are here on earth to do a job that we have been given to do. So let's do it. Just get up and go.
And I know you use various techniques within the morning place, which I think is also important, because that helps to give you focus in the morning.
Yes.
And it helps you to probably to see that light, whereas others may not see that light. Do you want to tell us about 3 blessings that you have in your life and about your morning ritual?
Well, the 3 blessings I have is my work, which I am hugely passionate about. The people I am surrounded with, and the third thing is the things that I'm looking forward to do, because there is always something that I am looking forward to, planning and taking action. And every morning what I do is I visualize what I want to achieve. I meditate on the things that I want to achieve, and I also do personal development. I read and take notes from a book. So at the moment I am reading one book a week, which is really, really good, and I'm very happy about, because I love reading. Books for me give me lots of help and lots of ideas. Books are for me the key food for my mind.
I think on that note, Maria Kompanowski, I hope I've said that right, otherwise I shall have lines after school to do. Maria, I am so pleased that you've seen light. I'm so pleased that you've been able to turn your life around. I'm so pleased that you're able to move forward in such an optimistic way. But above all, it's your ability to share that optimism with others that makes you so joyful, and a pleasure to be in your company. Thank you, Maria.
Thank you, John.